Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the post-game analysis of the Los Angeles Lakers. We are going to be talking about the Lakers' loss against the LA Clippers in the opener of the NBA 2020 and 2021 season. We're going to be talking about all the positivity and the negativity of the Los Angeles Lakers' performance in tonight's game against the LA Clippers in the opener. I just want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about the Los Angeles Lakers and what to look forward when it comes to the rest of the season when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers and their game going into this season. So without further ado, guys, let's just get right into it. So guys, today it was a special night for the Los Angeles Lakers. They have received their championship rings. It is a very nice ring, I have to say. According to ESPN, they are saying that this is the most expensive ring that's ever made in NBA history. And there's a lot of perks into this particular ring. It's not just the Lakers winning the championship. They've done it for Kobe Bryant. As we all know, Kobe Bryant passed away, I believe, in January, and very sad, tragic death. And it's just one of those type of rings that it just represents the ring for Kobe Bryant. I mean, that's what it was. I mean, the detail of that particular ring is just I have to say I was a bit jealous because I would really love to get that particular ring. I mean, it's a very special ring, and I just have to say it is well designed for this Lakers team and what it represents. So, it was just a great ceremony. Everybody was so happy to receive the ring, all smiles and everything, and especially celebrating against with the team that's looking across them. It was the LA Clippers, so that had to sting a bit, but who cares? So the Lakers deserved it. They got the ring, and they are celebrating, so that's just great to watch. And when it came down to it, the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, it was a bit of a deja vu, if you will. I mean, if we all remembered last season in the 2019-2020 season, in the opener, the Lakers versus the Clippers, ironically, it was basically that same type of game, if you will. The Lakers did not play to the best of their ability, and they struggled a bit when it came to defensively. It's just one of those type of games that's like, okay, we'll let it slide. I mean, this is the opener we're talking about. And, the Lakers, sometimes they do this type of stuff when it comes to facing a certain team. They want to learn how to play well together and how they could see how this particular team plays on a regular basis when it comes to their matchups in this season. So this is just typical. I am not disappointed by this loss. It's just one loss, and the Lakers will bounce back, and it's nothing to really feel disappointed at. And plus, if you really think about it, also I had to give the Lakers a lot of credit. At times, when you really think about it, the offseason was pretty short, so it was like 71 days. That has been the off season for the NBA, the shortest in league history. I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, this is the first time any sort of sports organization have a short season. So regardless of this loss, I'm not disappointed. I mean, the Lakers are trying to learn how to play well together. They just came off a championship, so it's still fresh in their minds. Some of them are a bit tired. I mean, there's just a lot of emotions really when it comes to anybody's feelings towards this particular game. There were some disappointments, I have to say. I mean, like I said from the beginning, defensively, the Lakers weren't there in the first quarter. They did come back in the second, and when it came to the third quarter, it kind of they did not like manage the game well. And then when it came to the fourth quarter, it just really gotten away from them, and that all had to do with the Clippers shooting from Paul George, who was like shooting threes like crazy. He was just really making his presence known in this particular game, and and also they were just playing solid defense, for their respected teams. So it was just, one of those type of moments where, it's just the Lakers just weren't on their A game. And, it is what it is, really. I mean, then, you just have to really think about it. I mean, there were some players out there that really stepped up in my eyes, and I really love the combination of these two particular players, and that was Dennis Schroder and Montrezl Harrell. So it was just a great chemistry of those particular two, and we're going to see a lot from them. We witnessed it also in the first game of the preseason, and it was just one of those type of duos that I really have to say they really fit well together. And they averaged, I believe Montrezl Harrell averaged a double-double out there tonight. I believe he had maybe 17 points out there with, I believe, maybe 10 or 12 rebounds. I mean, he was just all over the place, respectfully so. He is a sixth man of the year, so, is being recognized. And the runner-up, which Dennis Schroder was supposed to, he was the runner-up for the sixth man. Started for the Los Angeles Lakers and, lived up to that expectations where he said he wanted to be the starter, and it's really pulling off. I mean, he averaged, I believe, 17 points out, or was it like 14 points, something like that? So he was just on his A game for the Los Angeles Lakers, facilitating the ball and just being a good, with his speed and his swag that he just brings to the Los Angeles Lakers is really going to bring him a lot of love for Laker fans out there. And he's just playing very well for this particular game for the Los Angeles Lakers, and hope to see more from him progressing into this season. So a great performance for Dennis Schroder. And then we have to talk about King James, LeBron James. Even though he did not have the best performance, I think he's just trying to get his bearings in, and we're going to see King James just take off this season. So, he did had 22 points out there tonight. So, and I think he had 6 rebounds, and I might be wrong. I think he had maybe 8 assists or something like that. I'll put the correct stats of the Lakers' performance on this video so you guys can check this out. So, a solid performance for LeBron James. Anthony Davis, I believe he had 18 points out there tonight, and I think he had 6 rebounds or something like that. Did not see him, contribute very well to this particular game. But, this is Anthony Davis we're talking about. He will potentially be in the conversation for MVP this year. So we could see him at times, play the way that he played. But majority of the time throughout the season, he's going to explode for the Los Angeles Lakers. So, and plus, guys, it's just one game. We should not overreact. I personally am not, but, at the same time, I'm, still a fan. I have to say, there's been times where I really want this Lakers team to really perform to the best of their ability, but, it is what it is. I am not going to let this loss take over me. So, and then when you look at the rest of the Lakers squad, there were some efforts from certain players that I saw really helped out at times, especially from like playing some defense and a bit when it comes to shooting. But it just wasn't the Lakers' night. Okay, they were probably celebrating and feeling the momentum, and it was just like I said in the beginning, it was just deja vu for the Lakers in this particular matchup against the the LA Clippers. It was just a similar type of game that we witnessed in the last year's opener against the LA Clippers. It was just so similar to that. And, we know what happened after that. The Lakers went on I believe, 12 wins with it was just a great sensational type of season for the Lakers when it came to those particular wins that they were winning at that time when they lost the first game of the opener in 2019. So, but some certain players really, stat wise, were just playing some minutes out there, and that was Kyle Kuzma. He did not play that well in the first half. He did maybe in the final minutes left of the game. He was just building stats, I believe, and I think he averaged around 17 points out there. So it was a great performance for Kyle Kuzma. We could expect more from him going into the regular season. I'm expecting a lot of expectations for Kyle Kuzma, this season. So, hopefully he just lives up to that going into the season. But so yeah, guys, that's all I really have to say when it comes to this Lakers team. I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. Like I said, the Lakers just throughout the game did not play well defensively, and then when it came to their shooting threes and making shots, trying to make open shots go in, it just wasn't in their favor. And the Clippers were just having their opportunity to just upset the Lakers in this particular game. I'm not worrying the Lakers at all. This is just an opener. They were celebrating, and they are champs. So I am not angry at that whatsoever. I just wish I would have seen more from them when it comes to possibly managing a game here and there. But we did not see that. But they will bounce back. They'll bounce back. I'm not worried at all. So if you guys agree with me on it, please comment down below. I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and please give me your thoughts, about the Lakers so far. I know it's just one game, but do you guys have good faith in the Los Angeles Lakers? Or do you guys think maybe, I don't know, down the line into the season, do you think maybe the Lakers should consider some trades? Or maybe, I know I'm probably talking about this real early, but, I just really have nothing else to say. There's a lot of scenarios that some Laker fans might be thinking, maybe because the Lakers don't have another center on the Los Angeles Lakers, which, by the way, I have to say, Marc Gasol, even though it was his first game, I was a bit disappointed of his performance. He had 0 points. I think he had 1 rebound, and he had 5 fouls. So he was struggling when it came to his foul troubles, but hopefully he bounced back from it. But I am not worried about Marc Gasol whatsoever. He will bounce back from this. But overall, the Lakers will bounce back, and just hopefully things turn out for the Lakers for the good. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. Please make sure to hit that notification bell. Is right next to the subscribe button. When it's all said and done, guys, when I upload videos, it's for you all to know when I upload. So hit that notification bell so you will know when I upload on YouTube. So and also like all my social media sites: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video. I do it for every single one of my videos. So if you read it in my description, please click the link, follow me on all my social media sites, like on Facebook, and also subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. And just real quick, the Lakers will play on Christmas Day against the Dallas Mavericks at the Staples Center. So we'll put in the coverage for that particular game, the post analysis. There's going to be a huge playlist about that, so please stay tuned for my post-game analysis. I will do it every single game going into the season. I do it for every single game for the Los Angeles Lakers. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for those, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.